This is the book of Revelation, chapter 6, and verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. Revelation chapter 6 and verse 4. Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha Kodash. Double honors to our venerable apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and blessings to the Lord's elect, the house of David. All right, so Brother Haran coming back at you with another lesson. Lord willing to be edifying and uplifting unto the elect. All right, and I'm going to go into this real quick lesson here. All right, as I saw a few events and articles, all right, that popped up yesterday. All right, you just had another so-called train derailment. I believe this time was in Delaware. All right, and they're telling the people, I believe in Philadelphia too, they're telling the people to go buy, bottles of water and so on and so forth. All right, and this is all being strategic. Okay, this is all part of the war against the people. Okay, the peace that's being taken out of the earth. Now, when you go into the word peace, all right, as a matter of fact, let's do that now. Okay, the Blue Letter Bible. Okay, at this point, we're in a state of utter chaos. Okay, a lot of people don't know it, but it's been brewing, all right, since 2020. Okay, 2020 marks the beginning of the decade, so-called decade of crises. All right, so we're entering into the time of what is known as, which is a term coined by those who sit, all right, upon the ones who sit upon the red horse. All right, we're talking about the World Economic Forum. Okay, the people who have the power, all right, the power to do the things that they're doing. Okay, and it's been given onto them. All right, let's see the word peace here. All right, it says a state of national tranquility. Okay, exemption from rage and havoc of war. Okay, peace between individuals, harmony, concord. All right, so basically a state of civil, rest, if you will. All right, freedom from civil disorder. That is peace. And can we say that this world is in the state of peace right now? No, this world is not in the state of peace. Okay, a lot of people some people in Babylon have a peace mindset. All right, but the reality does not say peace. And that's only for the elect to understand, because the elect understand the times that we're in. The rest of the world, they don't get it. They don't understand. That's why it's going to come upon them like a sudden destruction is going to come upon these people who are not paying attention. Okay, now without further ado, I'm going to just jump right into this. All right, this article here is titled, Walmart warns automatic surcharge starts tomorrow, but furious customers branded, quote, final nail in the coffin, end quote. Okay, and again, this is all leading to a very tumultuous time. Okay, you can expect rationing. Okay, there's going to be a lot of rationing, man. All right, all these chemicals that's being, pushed out in the atmosphere, in the water, in the ground, in the soil, is going to just cause a trickle-down effect where all the government has to do is tell people, hey, with all these things that's going on, people got to shelter in place. Okay, there are going to be new rules and regulations regarding health. Okay, because of all these chemical pollutants that's going around right now. Okay, so when you put everything together, all right, with the supply food chain, the food chain that was messed up 2 years ago, okay, into last year, you look at the so-called war in Ukraine that kicked up a whole lot of the prices on gas and so on and so forth, right? You look at the result of the C-19, okay, the jump shot that a lot of people took. We're looking at a result of that. Okay, you're looking at food shortages. Okay, so there's a lot of things going on. Okay, that's going to be affecting the everyday so-called American and pretty much around the world. Look at what's going on over just this month alone. Okay, all these banks and all the stuff that's going on in the financial sector. All right, so you can see how everything is being pushed, all right, into the corner where they could bring about that CBDC, ultimately starting off with the UBI. Okay, Christine Lagarde was just mentioning, she was like, yo, we have been so-called the anchors of banking. So they're the ones who are controlling the commercial banks, okay, and the Federal Reserve and the federal bank. So they're basically bringing everything together, but they're doing it in a digital form. That is why you're seeing what's going on around the world. It's not by coincidence. It's not what they tell you. Okay, they like to push this idea of they're here to save the day. No. They are creating the chaos so that they can arrive at their solution they've always wanted, but couldn't bring it out on a natural or on a normal basis, if you will. It has to be a transition. So they have to push you into a corner for you to be willing to go along with the transition. And that's what we're seeing around the world right now. Okay, look out there, over there in France right now, the people ain't having it. Okay, I believe they said they were going to bump up the retirement age from 60 or 62 to 64, something like that. And the people, like, they're going crazy over there. Which I believe through the spirit is way more than that. It's not, they're not going crazy over some retirement shit. Like, nah, I think it's way more than that. And France they've been having protests even before 2020. I remember like 2018, 2019, France was going crazy. The yellow vest jackets and all that. So they've been going at it for a minute. All right, because the policy started to change. Okay, now let me go into this real fast. Okay, into the article. All right, it says Walmart shoppers are furious as they face a new surcharge for shopping in a store from tomorrow. It says the retail giant hopes the move will help to tackle the climate crisis. And as always, again, we said it, that 2023 is going to be focused mainly on the so-called agenda to push for this climate shit. Okay, that is why you're starting to see all these train derailments with chemicals on it, and it's going up into the atmosphere because they have to have a reason. Okay, they have to have a reason as to why this is happening. This is why we have to do what we got to do. This is why you're under lockdown. This is why you're under martial law. You guys are bugging the hell out. We're trying to help you here. You see, our new rules and regulations are going to be the best thing ever. We're promoting climate change, a greener, earth, more equitable. It's all bullshit. All right. It's all political speech. Bullshit. All right. It says, in May 2022, a new law mandated that New Jersey retail stores mandated. So now you're going to be hearing that a lot. New law mandated. New law mandated. That's where you get the book of Revelation. It talks about the beast that spoke as a dragon, the lamb that spoke as a dragon. Okay. New law mandated. New law mandated. It's all going to be laws that are draconian that are going to be mandated. And the ultimate law that's going to be draconian, that's going to be mandated, is going to be just like in the time of Babylon. Okay? If you don't worship the system, you will be put to death. You will be facing time in jail. Okay? They're already creating legislation for that. And it starts in the land of Israel over there with them small hats. Okay? So there's a huge agenda and a huge push against, all right, this truth. And all these things that you're seeing is for them to bring that one solution. Something known as ordo ab chaos, order out of chaos. They have to cause the chaos in order to bring the order. Okay, it says in May 2022, all right, and it's interesting how it's going to be in May, right? In May 2022, a new law mandated that New Jersey retail stores, grocery stores, and food service businesses must not provide or sell single-use plastic carry-out bags. Okay, remember, you own nothing and you be happy? Yeah, this is all gradualism. This is all leading to that. They take things away from you little by little by way of creating these laws. Okay, and then next thing you know, within a few months, all right, it becomes so strenuous that you're like, yo, how do we get to this point? They always do when people are not watching. It says Walmart law has provided free reusable bags in New Jersey while customers, the state legislation and other retailers adjust to the new law. You hear that? However, freebies will no longer be available to shoppers, meaning you gotta pay. Okay? It says customers must now bring their own reusable bags or buy them at checkout. For delivery, customers may opt out of buying bags when finalizing their purchase, but they must leave totes or reusable bags at their doorstep. Some shoppers are unhappy with the move. Together with self-checkout, this is another nail in the eventual Walmart coffin, end quote, one Twitter user said. Because, hey, guess what? Nowadays, when you go to a Walmart, you don't see that many people at the register. You know what I'm saying? You can go to the self-checkout, and guess what? You're going to see a long-ass line at the self-checkout. Okay? It says, quote, will someone please explain to me why store plastic bags are being discontinued when we still buy and use trash bags that fill up the dumps? They are plastic, another said. Earlier this year, Walmart stores in some states either banned plastic use or started charging a fee if they did not bring their own. See, how come people are not being outraged with all these train derailments? That's my question. Americans are they're a different breed, man. Americans are different. And that's why even people in Europe, what do they say? Oh, these stupid Americans. These stupid fucking Americans. That's what they always say. Because Americans are truly dumb as fuck. You know? Look at what's going on around the world. It's clearly there's a pattern going on. Since the beginning of this year, clearly there's a fucking pattern. But where's the outrage? Why isn't people hitting the streets and hitting Washington like you see in France over there? The most armed. Most countries don't have the shit that Americans have. You got arms, you got all kinds of different shit, but yet they take full advantage of you. It's all psychological. You see what I'm saying? Them people in France, they don't got the laws that the Americans have. They don't have the so-called constitution that Americans so-called have. So-called, I say. Right? But yet, they're fighting. But the Americans are sitting their ass down and everything is being taken away from them. And you know why that is? Because the Most High said he's going to do that. Okay? He's going to take away the mirth. He's going to take away the happiness. Okay? The grinding shall cease. Everything that brings happiness, the joy, everything that made America stand out is failing. Okay? Hence, America is circling the drain. You're done. This place is finished. All right? All the wickedness, all the fuck shit that this place has promoted in the world, around the world, guess what? Now it's time for you to pay. Okay? And now very soon your government will show you that they don't care about you. Here it is. You got Fauci going around, in all these black neighborhoods, so-called black neighborhoods, trying to convince Jake to take the J shot. Nigga, after all the information that came out, you still on that shit? Clearly, there's something going on. There's something going on. And at this point, if you have anyone who's still promoting this bullshit, you stay clear away from them. Because all the evidence is out, everything is out, and all they're trying to do is hide it. You know? They deem it, this is misinformation. You gotta take that down. You know? Anything that brings out truth, they demonize it. And yet people still don't connect the dots. They just can't make that connection. You know? It says stores in Washington and Oregon will be phasing out both plastic and paper bags on April 18th. All Walmart stores in Colorado stopped the use of paper and plastic bags on January 1st. Okay? And it says other stores with similar laws include Vermont, Maine, California, Colorado, Delaware, and Hawaii. Okay? And so we gotta check out and see what happens with these states, all right, in the next coming months. But what I can say, all right, is this is all leading to something known as rationing. Okay? It says, and I'm going to go into this. It says, the researchers suggest that rationing probably wouldn't be the first step. Instead, policy changes could start with stricter regulations and an accompanying information campaign to communicate the benefits of rationing. You hear that? That's called propaganda. So get ready for the propaganda train of why it's good to own nothing and be happy. It starts with rationing. Okay? Well, there's a chemical spill here, so everyone needs to stop drinking tap water and go buy, bottled water. But wait a minute. Not everyone can buy bottled water just yet. You can all take one case at a time per family for a month. The rest you got to figure out. This is all we can do for you. Thank you. This is your American government. You see? So this is how it starts. Well, look what's happened over the past couple of years. We've had all these crises and the food shortages and the banking problems and the chemical spills and the virus and oh man, there's so much going on. What can we do to help you? Oh man, you know what? Shelter in place, martial law, concentration camps, microchips. Yeah, we can help you. We can help you, right? Fuck out of here. It says initially governments could regulate the biggest polluters such as oil. You hear that? Gas and petrol. So that means your vehicles are going to be affected by this. Okay, vehicles are going to be affected by this. Long haul flights. Who's going to be affected by most of this shit anyway? The regular folk, the common folk, so to speak, right? Because these so-called elites that keep on doing all this shit, the ones behind the scenes causing all the chaos and all the hell that you're paying for, guess what? This shit don't apply to them. Remember, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So every wicked device that happens upon the face of the earth is orchestrated by them. If you don't see it, that's on you. But it is orchestrated by them. Okay? It says, intensive farming, okay? Creating scarcity in products that harm the planet. Okay? The same very people who are behind destroying the planet can turn around and tell you to stop living your life because they want to save the planet. Does that make sense? It says, rationing could then be introduced gradually to manage the resulting scarcity with the aim of meeting everyone's basic needs. With the aim of meeting everyone's basic needs. Isn't that what this guy Kill Bates been talking about? All right. He said what? We're trying to create synthetic food, synthetic meat, so they could end hunger, world hunger. Fucking synthetic shit that's filled with a whole bunch of cancer, and then he comes out and says, "Oh no, but it's good for you. It's not something you should be worried about." So that's the rhetoric. That's all what double speak. Okay, turning things. Let me get that. The very devil that he is, and there's trouble, there's pain that's coming for this. All right, you're gonna pay for this. Okay, you will pay for this, Esau, Edom. All right. See if I can get this real quick. Let's see, I think it's 5:20. There you go. It's the book of Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20. It says, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. And that's what Esau does. Okay? The same very devil that will spray chemicals in the atmosphere and then tell you, oh, it's there's a smell, there's an odor, man, what's going on? We need to figure it out, and then they'll spill the chemicals in the water and then tell you, oh, it's safe anyway. We've picked up some very high levels of chemicals in the water, but it's still safe anyway. It's not something you should be worried about. You can go ahead and drink that shit. You see? And these dumbass people go, oh, the government said it's safe. The EPA said it's safe. I'm just going to go ahead and drink it. Oh, shit. All right, let's keep going. All right, so this is the rationing system. Whatever they're going to be doing is going to be leading to the UBI. All right, it says it right there. Meeting everyone's basic needs. Universal basic income. That's what it is. Okay? It says the academics identify two options for rationing policy. Policy makers could introduce an all-encompassing carbon allowance. Carbon footprint comes into the equation here. Okay, they're already doing this shit. They're creating all this new articles and policies and laws and all. It's just to explain what they're already doing. See, it's to enforce it. That's all. Okay, making crimes legal by law. Okay. Let's get that. Frameth mischief by law. That's in the book of Psalm, okay? Let's see. It's the book of Psalm chapter 94 and verse 20. It says, shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee? The answer is hell no. Okay? Which frameth mischief by law? Okay? That's Esau. All right? They frame mischief. We just read that in Isaiah 5 and 20. Okay? That they call evil good and good evil. They turn everything upside down. Look at the world that we're living in now. Everything that's good, all right, the natural herbs, the natural ways of living, traditional farming and so on and so forth, they're trying to do away with all that. With the argument that, oh, those things are old fashioned. We need to have a new world. We need to have a new way of doing things. There's a new way of farming. There's a new way of agriculture. There's a new kind of food to eat, new lifestyle. Men are becoming women. Women are becoming men. Children are becoming adults, and adults are becoming children. That's all you see. All these fucking TikTok videos is all psychological games. You got grown ass adults out here every 2 minutes dancing, doing TikTok videos, man. And then you got the kids, all right, being exposed to adult content while they're in school. What the fuck is going on here, man? And nobody's questioning this shit. It's like everybody just lived their life. What the fuck? This place is so annoying to be at, man. Every day I wake up, I'm like, Lord, if you could just burn this place down today. Lord, man, we can't wait, man. We can't wait. This place is truly hell, man. This place is truly fucking hell, bro. America is truly fucking hell. And we can't wait for this place to go down. And anyone who can't see it, man, may the Most High destroy you. All right? If you come against us, the men of the Lord, may the Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai destroy you, man. Point blank fucking period. All right? Our lives is at risk here. Everyone is in trouble because Esau Edom is about to unleash holy hell and everybody just chilling. Y'all niggas don't see what the fuck is going on? Well, guess what? The elect see it and we're prepared. Continuing, it says, alternatively, oh no, hold on, let me go back. It says, the academics identified two options of rationing policy, or for rationing policy. Policymakers could introduce an all-encompassing carbon allowance, giving out carbon cards like bank cards to track and limit usage. Alternatively, governments could ration specifically selected goods such as flights, petrol, household energy, and even meat or clothing. This is where you have your social credit score, your social credit system coming in. It's the social credit system is tied into the UBI, okay, the Universal Basic Income, which is also being is going to be running on the central bank digital currency. It's all tied in. So depending on how you act, what you do, these things are going to be affected. Your travel, your access to food, and so on and so forth. These things are going to be affected. This is the point. Everything that you're seeing is boiling to that. Okay, and once that CBDC becomes official, the central bank digital currency is official, guess what? You have no more power. If you have money in the bank, it's no longer yours. The government owns it and they'll distribute it as they see fit. That's it. Okay? It says, and the average American does not know this. They don't know what the hell is going on. To them, it's like, oh, no, I don't see this happening in my next 60 years. Okay, cool. It says, Dr. Lolor said, quote, many have proposed carbon allowances and carbon cards before. What is new or old, taking inspiration from World War II, blah, blah, is the idea that the allowances should not be tradable. Another feature of World War II style rationing is that price controls or rationed goods would prevent prices from rising with increased demand, benefiting those with the least money. You hear that? Universal basic income. Everyone is going to be on the same playing field, level at the bottom. That's it. Okay. According to the researchers, it's likely that rationing would accelerate the transition from fossil fuels to cleaner energy and more sustainable lifestyles. Sustainability. Okay. Dr. Wood said, and this is basically what they're saying. All right. We're going to break it down. What they're always, because they always double talk. Double speak is created, all right, to cause confusion. That's what it's created for. Okay. It's a sleight of hand that Esau uses. He will never, ever speak straightforward with you. Never. He will always use political double speak, that kind of shit. He uses a whole lot of jargon, all right, that only the insiders understand. And then the rest, it goes over your head and then you just go with it. It sounds so deep. They take something so small and then make it so profound. So everybody's, oh man, that's a good idea, right? We can accelerate the transition from fossil fuels to cleaner energy and more sustainable lifestyles. In other words, we're going to put you at the bottom. That's sustainable enough for them. We're going to put you at the bottom. We'll give you what we see fit for you, and you keep that. That's sustainable enough. Sustainable meaning good enough for you to live. That's it. You're sustained, right? It's good enough for you to live. That's it. It says, Dr. Wood said, for example, rationing petrol could encourage greater use of and investment in low carbon public transport, such as railways and local trams. All right. Why do you think they have all these big ass bike lanes? Because eventually only the so-called elites will be allowed to drive, and everybody else going to be, having these electrical vehicles that can't work because there's no damn electricity. So your ass is, what's the point of you having this car around, right? All these cars, trucks that are sending food around, the truck drivers are no longer, as active as they used to be prior to the so-called demic. Okay, so now they're transitioning and using automated, trucks, self-driving trucks and so on and so forth. These are all electrically powered. So let's say something was to happen to the electrical grid. What happens? The whole system goes down. And that's exactly what's about to happen. Okay, hence you have the Great Reset. They're going to hit the reset button. The whole system shuts down. Everything shuts down. And they reset everything over with the CBDC. Okay. It says the researchers hope the paper will inspire policymakers to consider rationing as a serious option for fighting climate change. You understand that? So we got to get ready, man. Okay. All these meetings they having, Biden going over to Ukraine and all this shit that they got going on, man, is all to basically push more for this agenda globally. Okay. What's going on in Ukraine and all that shit is coming over here to the Americas. Okay. It's coming over here to the Americas. Specifically, they're going to be coming after Jake heavy, who are in Babylon. Okay. So, hey man, just be prepared, be ready. All right. They got something known as a poly crisis. Okay. A poly crisis, meaning more than one crisis, all at the same time. And I gave you 3 off the top. You got the food problems, you got the banking problems, you got the disease problems. Okay, now you got the chemical warfare going on. And as soon as all going to tie and make it psychological with all this bullshit AI shit going on, hey man, Esau got this shit ready to go. All right, ready to go. All right, and a lot of people are not ready. Okay, let's get this last precept and we're going to close it out because there's no more peace on this earth. Okay, look out in France. It should tell you everything you need to know. There's no more peace on this earth. And that's because they're making war, all right, against the people so they can get to the man of the Lord. This is all part of it. Okay, they want to stop, all right, this information from going out, but it's too late. Okay, and they finna be destroyed. There's a book of Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. All right, it's talking about what? The angels. Okay, the angel, the heavenly host. Why? Because the end of our captivity is almost here. Okay, and the beginning of our rulership is almost here as well. Okay, so we're rejoicing. It says, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. A short time of what? A short time in his rulership, number one, and a shorter time for him to actually establish his so-called new way of rulership. It's not going to work. It's not going to work, man. All right. They're going to try. All right. They're going to try, but they're going to fail in a big way. It's what they call a colossal failure. Okay. And they're going to fail by the hands of who? The Israelites. It's all coming together. It's all coming together, man. All right. But hey, let's stay tuned and let's see what happens. All right. Let's see how the Lord plays this thing out. But get ready, man. This summer is going to be one for the ages. All right. Through the Spirit, I could see the heat. It's going to be of biblical proportions. Let's just say that. All right. All this chemicals that's going up in the atmosphere is going to play a role some way, somehow. Okay. And if you think last year was hot, go get your ACs, man. If you're going to have electricity to turn them on. Let's see. Anyway, I'm going to leave it off there. Lord willing, you've been edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh, the water Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai. And until next time, Shalom.